it going? So today on BKR Sport, this is more of a video where we're just going to kind of kick back and talk about everything that's going on here with BKR Sport. Because obviously you subscribe, which means that you enjoy the content, and I don't want to keep you in the dark. This is a channel where I appreciate literally every single one of you who do watch my videos, who do like my videos, and do get involved with basically everything that I do. It's really fun, it's really enjoyable, and like I said, I really do appreciate every single one of you. It's just kind of a way of me transferring my thought process over to you guys so that you have a greater understanding of my goals and what I'm planning with BKR Sport. So let's get into it, guys, and let's talk about it. Alrighty, so the first thing I want to speak about is live streams. Yeah, wow, hectic, eh? Absolutely crazy right now. Obviously, I'm doing the NBA. I got the international rugby that starts at 12 AM my time and doesn't finish until about, nearly 7:30, 9:30 AM in the morning, and that's all those streams there. And that does get obviously very tiring. We've got the A-League coming up, and we've got a lot of things that we're trying to focus here on this channel, which is going to lead me into the fact that I need to really decipher and understand what I want to do going forward. Because I watch all these different games. Like, I'm watching Manchester City even after the game's gone live. Because I've missed it because I was watching the rugby, I would then proceed to, after finishing, fully watch my game. I literally watch everything, right? I am always watching sport. My life is literally sport. But I can't actually translate that all the time onto YouTube. I can't literally do everything. I am a human. I do get tired. And something that I feel like a lot of people don't understand is that, and I got this coming on a rugby stream, was that, oh, I'm doing the same thing as you, man. I'm 3 times your age. You don't understand. It's like you're not doing anything special. It's like, dude, I don't think you understand this, but it is actually very tiring. You know, a lot of people that I know who do like an hour stream, half an hour stream or whatnot, they tell me how tired they get from that, and then they find it crazy that I'm doing like literally 14 hours in a day. You know, I'm watching the game with you, I am being energetic, I'm thinking about what's going on to be able to respond to you guys whilst also commentating on the game itself. I'm, portraying what's happening in the game to you guys without showing any game footage because that's illegal. I'm giving my opinion, I'm dealing with the banter, I'm thinking about what I've got to do afterwards, I think of what I did beforehand, I got the Rugby Down Under podcast, I got, heaps of things that's on my mind. And then I'm also watching the game alongside you, but portraying it and being energetic and having an atmosphere and being excited, right? So that's kind of what streaming is. And it does get very exhausting. Sometimes doing 10 hours worth of streams, 12 hours worth of streams is very, very exhausting. Compared to sitting there and watching it, you can get up, you can go to the bathroom, you can have a drink, you can have something to eat, you can go on your phone, you can kick back. If you want to turn it off, you can turn it off. I can't do any of that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's great to say what you think, and that's all good, but it's not necessarily true. And if you think it's true, then cool, man. I implore you and encourage you to go out and create your own YouTube channel and stream, because you'll understand that it does actually get quite exhausting. But, on the contrary, I love it. It's awesome. It's so much fun because I love sport. But all this comes into why I can't do literally every sport that I do watch. I watch football in the Premier League. I watch the NFL. I watch baseball. I watch the NBA. I don't really watch too much hockey. I watch the NRL. I watch the AFL. I watch Super Rugby. I watch the International Rugby. I watch some BBL, A-League, everything. I watch literally everything. I'm not complaining about any of this. I'm just obviously showing you guys kind of what's going through my thought process, in the fact that I've done streams throughout time and content throughout time that has related to a certain sport, and I love that sport, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to consistently bring you that sport that you're after specifically. Before the end of this year, December 31st, we're only 2 months away from 2022, which is crazy, but before the end of this year, I'm going to really sit down, I'm going to think about what sports from 2022 onwards I'm going to really focus on. Obviously, Rugby League will be there. NRL has always been a main part of this content, and usually this is the time where I get pretty inconsistent and don't post, but now I want to make a career out of this, and it's becoming a career, so I want to be consistent so that you guys still have content all throughout the year, every day, through all different sports, and even keep up to date with Rugby League too. We do have the draft series. So Rugby League will be there, and more than likely Rugby will be there, and then we've got the American sports that I have to sit down and figure out too. I do have to figure out if Premier League is an option, because that's at the same time as a lot of other sports around the world, and it's just something that I need to sort out for the channel to understand exactly what I'm going to do going forward, because it's not fair to you guys. It's not fair to you guys if I do one stream in the Premier League, or I do one stream in the AFL, or I do one stream in hockey. Hockey is kind of all, I don't do hockey, but in the same sense, I'm just using it as a basis point. It's unfair if I do one stream and then don't do another one for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or just not again. because then some people have subscribed for that content, they're not going to get it, they're going to unsubscribe, and realistically it was kind of pointless. Although for me it wasn't, because I enjoyed watching the game. I understand that for you, it is relatively pointless. And I get a lot of people asking me about the AFL, and like I said, I want to do it. It's tough. Because the AFL is on at the exact same time as the NRL and the Super Rugby. Exact same time. Right? And I'm already going to be finding Super Rugby and NRL fighting for each other in regards to the best games on that weekend. So that's why it's going to be really tough to understand how I'm going to fit in the AFL. But I want to put out some form of video content, but I guess that would only work if I had like an Australian BKRsport channel where I focused on Australian kind of continental area sports, and then I had an American kind of continental sports with baseball, NBA, NFL, the likes. And I have made a poll for this, but you guys resoundingly voted against it to keep everything on BKR Sport. So with it being staying on BKR Sport, then obviously, yeah, it does limit me, because obviously I've only got a specific amount, and I don't want to flood your feed too, but it inevitably will happen. So I do appreciate people for understanding that there will be content from other sport in your feed, but I still will be doing your sport. So yes, to wrap that up, by the end of this year, I will understand exactly what type of content I'm going to be specifically pushing onto the channel from January. So do keep in mind, I will remind you of this. I will let you know when I made my choice, and that'll probably be on January 1st or the likes when I do an update video or a Happy New Year's or whatnot. I'll figure something out and I'll let you know. Secondly, vlogging will return, but obviously it's been very difficult this year because I've been stuck here in Sydney for 4 months, 5 months. I've been in lockdown, right? The last time I was able to go to a game was legitimately like 5 months ago. If you're new to this channel, usually I go to the game, experience it, have a good time. Now I've also been able to include live streaming into it, and that's been great. That's been growing, and I appreciate that. But I also love going to the game, and hopefully eventually I can merge the two. In regards to vlogging, I'm doing one this weekend in regards to, well, this week on Thursday, in regards to the Socceroos and Saudi Arabia game, World Cup qualifier. I will be at that, but then I'm going to be going to Fiji for a couple months. You know, I need to, for my mental health, I need to go see my family. I need to go be with my family for a couple months before the Rugby League season starts. This will not impact my sports streams at all. Not NBA, not Super Rugby, or International Rugby, not A-League, nothing, right? It won't impact literally anything, except for the fact that vlogs won't be coming back realistically until about late February, early March of next year with the Rugby League, the Super Rugby. So that's pretty much that. Going back to Fiji, probably the beginning of December, but I will, if there's a couple of games here in November, I'll head off to them, but specifically this week, Socceroos Saudi Arabia. Let's get keen, baby. Next up, guys, the Rugby Down Under podcast. If you love rugby, international rugby, then this is a podcast for you. You know, we speak all things from Australia, England, France, Wales, Uruguay, America, New Zealand, Fiji, Tonga, you know, all over the place. Doesn't matter where you are, even bloody Portugal. You know, we talk everything. Then I'm going to leave a pinned comment in the comment section below. That's the Rugby Down Under podcast YouTube channel where you should go and subscribe to. We put all the clips out, but if you want to listen to the actual full podcast, the link is in the description. Weekly, 5 p.m. Wednesday, AEDT is when that comes out on Spotify, Apple, Google, the likes, and literally myself and the Kiwi lads, we speak for about 2 hours nearly about everything going on. So do go and follow the Rugby Down Under podcast YouTube channel. Help us grow that so that we can obviously just keep pumping you guys with awesome rugby content. Alongside that channel, for this channel, we're actually going to be uploading daily Monday through Friday, not Saturday, Sunday, because that's usually when streams are quite hectic. That's when the main portion of sport is on, especially in the Southern Hemisphere, or rugby in general. It's usually on weekends. NBA and whatnot is usually throughout the week, and it's kind of okay to deal with. But when it gets to the weekends, it's quite hectic. So Monday through Friday, there's going to be a new video on this channel. So you do need to hit that notification bell, ding, 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 ding. Obviously, if you're not there for a stream, you just ignore it. But you will get a notification when I do put a new video up. And this is going to be fun stuff, you know, not just streams. Streams are kind of limited in what you can do. You're reacting to the game, you're talking about the game, you're talking about the sport at the time. You can't do anything fun. You know, I've got an NBA to NRL team comparison, like who you should be supporting if you support this team, what do you translate to. I've got geography quizzes around the world, and you know, just fun-based kind of sport-related content that you guys will enjoy. It can kind of dumb you down for a little bit, I guess, and just watch something that you can laugh at, or just something that you don't really have to focus too greatly on. Because when we're watching a game, you do have to focus on the game too. This obviously coincides with the NRL drafts that we've been doing recently that have been awesome. I've been loving it. You guys have been loving it too. And then after that finishes, we've got the player rankings that'll start literally immediately the following Wednesday. So it's just going to translate straight into the 2022 season, which I'm very excited for. One last thing, guys, BKR Travel and BKR Clips, they will return. I really want to bring these channels back out there and consistently. BKR Travel will happen when I'm back in Fiji. I have major plans to do stuff there and put video content out for BKR Travel. However, don't even dare think that I'm guaranteeing it for daily, because I don't have anywhere close to the time to do it daily. I will be putting videos out. Maybe I'll promise you 1 or 2 videos a week, maybe 2. I could definitely promise you 1 video a week, but yeah, that's going to be a bit more higher production quality kind of content where I'm actually doing travel and whatnot. Plus, also, I like doing my movie reviews and Netflix reviews and whatnot, which is a bit of fun. So, BKR Travel, go and subscribe to it now. I think we're close to 500 subscribers, actually. I haven't even posted on it in literally a year. And then BKR Clips, I think I'm going to have to try and see if somebody else wants to be able to help me with that. Obviously, I'll help you, but BKR Clips is something that I need, I guess, an editor for, because I don't have the time to go back through my stream and find the most important topics. I need someone who knows sport, knows what they're doing, and also knows how to edit that clip. It's really easy. All you have to do is cut, and then boom, send it to me or upload it, you know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty easy thing to do. However, when I'm doing all these streams and all these videos and whatnot, it's very difficult for me to do multiple channels here then, because I'm also doing the Rugby Down Under podcast YouTube channel. So if this sounds like you, and you think you know kind of when the clips should probably come, like you know the best part to take out of, do please message me on Instagram or Facebook at BKRsport, and we'll try and get something going, because I would love BKR Clips to come back, because it does obviously help you guys who aren't able to watch the full streams know the most important topics of what went on. That's going to do us here for today, guys. I do appreciate your support as usual. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button, and do subscribe if you're new around here. We're on our way to 20,000 now. We're at 13,300, about 6.5 away. You know, I genuinely believe we'll hit that relatively soon. Definitely, you know, I think we could honestly be absolutely smashing it next year anyway, but I'm definitely on target now for 20. My next goal is actually 25, to be honest with you. I really want to hit that milestone. It's a big milestone for me, so that's still about 12,000 subscribers away, but in the same sense, I'm always looking up, I'm always looking to grow, I'm always looking to focus, and I love what I do. Live your passion. That's the main thing. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. We get people on streams all the time saying, what are you doing? When I've got 4 people on a stream, it's like, man, this is the first time I've even been doing the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've only done like 7 streams in total for the NBA and never done any NBA videos, really. So I'm not expecting big viewership there. We get big viewership for Rugby League. We get big viewership for Union. You know, it just comes down to, with this channel, man, you got to understand that, one, I don't give a shit what you have to say in regards to negativity. It's actually helping the channel with your analytics, and your disliking and whatnot actually does support the channel. So thank you very much for that. Especially if you're a return viewer. If you're a return viewer, then that's the best, because if you're a return viewer who doesn't like it, well, that means that you're either subscribed, which helps. If you're not subscribed, that means that you're thinking about me and you want to come onto my content when I'm streaming. So thank you very much for that. But overall, man, I'm not one sport, I'm multiple sports, and I've focused a lot more energy into individual sports than other sports. Now that I'm growing, I was once at 4 viewers for a live stream on the NRL, and now we get about 100 to 150. You know, I was once at 10 viewers for the rugby, and now we can get anywhere between 50 and 250. Boxing, I remember boxing, one time we had maybe 50 people, and then now we're getting like 8,000 watching live. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that if you're trying to create a YouTube channel, one, don't give a shit what people have to say. Like, there's always going to be a hater. The more haters you have, the better it actually is. You just have to learn to ignore them and not give a shit what they have to say. Just hide them from the channel, man. It takes 0.1 of a second. You know, who cares? The haters are always going to be a part of your life. It just comes down to how you're willing to deal with them, and just knowing within yourself that you love what you're doing. You enjoy what you're doing. You're creating what you want, what makes you happy, and that's simply the main thing. Because once you're happy, and if people are subscribing to the content that makes you happy, then everyone's winning. That's the way that you got to think about it. Appreciate you as usual, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.